Hello, everyone. My name is Skins Over Birds, and welcome to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights playthrough. And I decided to make a coach called Brian Leonard. Don't know if you guys know him, but he went to Rutgers University and played in the NFL for about 4 or 5 years, I'd say, for like the Bengals. Yeah. He didn't do much. So he didn't do much in his playing career. So he's going to be a biblical coach. So I haven't done one of these series. Well, actually, I have done a Madden series of a franchise, and I never really finished it. I wasn't really a big Madden fan. I'm a bigger college football gamer fan, if that makes sense. I watch the NFL, but I don't watch college football. But I play college football games, and I don't play Madden really anymore. So if that makes any sense, I don't know. But the reason why I like NCAA games more is because I like the recruiting aspect of it. I think it's one of my favorite things in video games is to recruit people to come to your school. You have a bigger roster size too. I like a bigger roster. You have 70 people. And back then in the Maddens, you couldn't have practice squad players. They did finally implement that. Like, I think it took Madden 15 till when they implemented that. But so here are the conferences I did. I made a few tweaks, moving some teams around. I moved most of the independents to conferences just because I like them to have meaningful games. I don't remember where I put Notre Dame. I want to say like Big 12 or something. But I know I moved Maryland to the Big 10. I'm trying to remember any of the ones. I want to say moved Notre Dame into Big 12, though. Because the Big 12 didn't have division, so I was like, Notre Dame would be a good fit there. Sun Belt doesn't have a division, but, or two divisions, I should say. But, So I guess what sucks is, though, when I made divisions for 3 conferences, there can only be like 2 bowl games for whoever won the conference. I just did MAC and MWC since the CUSA is probably weaker than those two. I have all the same ones, Rose Bowl and stuff like that. So here's where I picked the team. And these are real-life rosters for the 2018-2019 season. I tried it's really not hard to download them, which is nice. Because, as you can see, we have high expectations. So Brian Leonard doesn't win a lot of games in his first couple of years. There's a good chance Brian Leonard's going to get fired, and we'll see what happens from there. But every time you get a head coach upgrades, you always spend them on recruiting because recruiting is a lot more important. Game management is pretty good, but you want to spend it on the recruiting, man. Like, let's be real. I usually do ball security and I think I did block shed for my defensive coordinator. I'm pretty sure those are made up coordinators. Well, everything's made up in this game, so I didn't download the coaches. So here's the roster, and the QB situation's going to look a little weird. I think I'm going to start Arthur, they got the first name Arthur, I don't even remember his last name, Jesus. But the reason why is he has a little bit more throw power than the others. He has like 89 throw power, and everyone else kind of has like 84, 83. I kind of want that extra juice. And I know I'm trading like 10 speed, but I was running practice for a while, and you can kind of get away with running the read option with like a 70 speed quarterback. And obviously the 80 speed's a lot better, but it is what it is. So here's a look at a quick glimpse at the roster. You can pause it if you want, but it's not really the greatest, honestly. It's got a couple key players, more so on defense than offense. Our defense is a lot better than our offense, I noticed. We have a lot more 80s. 85s, one's an 89, stuff like that. Here's just a couple practice plays. I was a little rusty at this game. There's some plays that just flat out don't work. I don't remember if this was one of them. I know the Yeah, the Y outpost right there. It's a good amount. Here's Hillman. Although I don't know why, but Black Schmear is our running back, and I don't know why I didn't start him in this practice. He's a lot better than Hillman. But I know I could realize I can understand why maybe I should start the other QBs because Satowski, the quarterback I was mentioning with 89 throw power, is a freshman. But I don't know. I just feel like the freshman atmosphere, maybe he could pop off. The young kid. So as you can see, we need 3 middle linebackers next year. That's somewhat true, not entirely true though, because I could just move outside linebackers to the inside. But as you can see, we don't really need that many team needs other than really middle linebacker, I guess. And when I did top school, well, what I do for recruiting is I target people that has the most interest to going to our school, which in this case is Rutgers. And I found a lot of prospects that were interested in going to our school. And then some guy named Shelton Atkins is the number 3rd ranked prospect. And pretty much, excuse me, I'm stuttering a little bit, but I did not expect to get these many prospects to have a lot of interest in our school. But there were a lot, but obviously some of the ones that are like 5th, 6th are harder to get, especially with a higher percentage for lockage. And I know I could maybe get Atkins, but I don't know if I want to pursue him yet because, as you can see, his 40-yard dash is a flat-out 5 seconds. And I'm not saying you can't be successful only being a pocket passer in college football, but I like the read option, man. The read option it's huge in this game. You feel me? So I'm not sure if I'll pursue him yet. We'll see. And the reason why we didn't have a lot of prospects interested in going to our school on offense is because our offense is really young. Our QB situation's a little bit murky. That's why I think Atkins wouldn't mind going here. You could start literally right away because our highest overall is Satowski at a 73 overall, right? So if he doesn't have a good year and some of the backup QBs don't have a good year, I could definitely see myself starting a new QB because I found another QB that I actually might prefer more than Atkins. Defensively, I think we have about 5. I want to say we had about 5 seniors. Offensively, we only had 3 seniors. 3 seniors. And freshmen, we had 25 freshmen. So this is a young team from the get-go. So I'm interested to see how well they progress and how I'm going to use the newer recruits I get. Obviously, we have a lot of interest from MLB prospects, middle linebacker prospects. And I'm going to be very interested to see if they start day one because, like I said, you can move outside linebackers to the inside, et cetera, et cetera. Safety, like I said, safeties, there weren't a lot of interest. But I'll make a recruiting video maybe after week 1 to see where some of the recruits might end up going if they go to us or whatever. But anyways, here's the schedule. We start off with Fresno State, then at Iowa. So we start off with 2 road games: Wisconsin, East Carolina, Purdue, Ohio State. I think there were about 5 or 6 ranked teams. So yeah, it's a little bit concerning, but hey, it is what it is. And let's see how we do week 1 versus Fresno State. I'll see you all there. Will the freshman QB prosper, or will he fold? Peace.